Read Global Truth.
Grammy-nominated R&B artist and longtime Metro Atlanta resident Angie Stone has died. She died in a crash in Montgomery, Alabama. Stone had just finished a concert and was headed to Atlanta. Her last known address is in Stockbridge. 9 other people were in the van, but their conditions and the cause of this crash are still unknown. Stone's career spanned decades. She was best known for hits like No More Rain and Wish I Didn't Miss You. Stone was 63 years old.
Wow. That's real close to home right there. So as you can see, she was an Atlanta resident. It's a very tragic death of Angie Stone. It seems that she was taken out by a big rig. And it's a sad situation because her last IG post revealed a lot. And I'm wondering if any of her celebrity friends are going to speak out, because she had a huge impact on music in general. Angie Stone was a soul singer. And this is very tragic. And we got to draw some awareness to the wickedness of the industry. The industry is foul, y'all. Now, I'm going to play this IG post, this live stream that she did, and it's going to all make sense what took place. See, ladies and gentlemen, in the music industry, they own you in all perpetuity. And when you begin to speak out and go against the grain, they take you out. So many celebrities have perished in car accidents. They be cutting wires, cutting brakes. Sometimes they send these gang stalkers and these perpetrators after the target, roll them off the road. And she went in a horrendous way, but she had her last stand by speaking the truth. So it's only right that we bring it out. So I want y'all to hear what she had to say.
Morning. Happy holidays. I'm just going to wait for some people to get in here. Some stuff I need to talk about. I didn't go about it the setup way, mainly because I've been dealing with a lot the last month, a whole lot. And I'm just here to let you know I am so outdone with things that have been going on in and around me. And because we're at the end of 2024, I kind of just want to shut it down, looking forward to 2025. I want y'all to go like and share, get some people on this live, mainly because I'm about to reveal some stuff that, Lord just told me to talk about today. Going out of this year, going into a new year, I need to bring you guys up to speed with some things that I've kept very...
That's my song with my lyrics on Apple Music.
Personal and to myself, some things I wanted to share and other things I didn't want to share, but now I'm okay to reveal some things that is probably going to shock some people. So I'm going to give you a little bit more time to get some people in here because...
See, in the industry, you got to keep the secrets. She's ready to reveal truth, what has been happening around her, what is really going on. And this was her last IG post, her last live stream. And now Unfortunately, her life was claimed. Let's continue.
It was a lot for me to get on here and do this. I mean, this last month has been trying. First out, I want to shout out all the people in Detroit. I had a show that was supposed to be with Music Soul Child, Marsha Ambrosia. Shout out to Raheem Devon for standing in for me. I had something happen that caused me not to be there, but God just needed to sit me down so I could focus on me. So before I go into just, what I experienced, what I went through, I want to let you guys know I almost didn't make it through this process because it was something that just kind of hit me. It was a day or so before I was scheduled to fly out to Detroit. And I was very excited. All the tickets were bought, the hotels were paid for, the band was ready to go. And then I got hit with this crazy news, and it kind of threw me for a loop. So
I'm going to tell you something about the music industry. When you reach a certain age and they're unable to make money off of you, that's when they terminate you. Angie Stone, 63 years old. She's falling back from shows and not able to move the same way that she used to. And she has to focus on herself and what's important in life. And what brothers and sisters got to understand is that this industry is wicked. It will chew you up and spit you out. Even if you are light, those in the darkness don't like when you beam in light, don't like when you're shining, don't like when you are keeping your integrity and your morality and you're not compromising. More than likely, Angie never compromised. You never seen Angie Stone sexually clad. You never seen her out there looking crazy. And you never seen her put out a negative message for our melanated women. You've never seen her do that. But nonetheless, let's continue.
I figured I better share it with you all and you can pass it on, because just because we're in the industry doesn't mean we're not human. Things happen all the time. And unfortunately, when this happened, I just wasn't prepared for it. But anyway, it caused me to miss that show that I was super, super excited about. Go ahead and get somebody come back to the live. Like I said, I don't want to have to say it again. I haven't even told my team that I was going on today. I just threw up my light and just put on a little something just so I could.
Now, she didn't tell her team because more than likely her team would have stopped her from getting on this stream and speaking truth. Not saying that her whole entire team, but a lot of the times these managers in particular, these managers don't want you to put certain secrets out there. They don't want certain codes in the atmosphere. So she acted on her own and encouraged. Let's go.
Get with you guys. All right, we got some people in the room now. I'm gonna wait for about 10 or 15 more people to get on, and then I'll share a couple of things with you that are going to be shocking. But anyway, nonetheless, I just want to say hi to all the people that are joining my live. Let me just see who
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday.
you are. Let me see. Lady Hayes, hey there. Freeway, Rick, Elegant. Oh, that went too fast. I'm sorry. Hey, Lynn, Miss Tiff, Quantum Guru. Merry Christmas to all of you. Jay Rossi, Denise Pretty, Oh, you are beautiful as well. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning from Texas. I love you guys. Thank you for, coming on my live. Like I said, y'all are in for a bit of a treat. Maybe for some people, they might be happy that it happened to me because everybody don't wish good things for you. Some people wish bad things for you. And I continue to pray.
What happened?
Last month, will say
Audio went out briefly.
someone live right now, but I will say this. It has been one heck of a ride. This last month, the enemy was trying to take me out. He was really trying to take me out. And
He said the enemy was trying to take her out. The enemy was trying to take her out. Who is the enemy, ladies and gentlemen? It's those who control the music industry. It's the stalkers, the perpetrators, the snakes, the devils in disguise. See, she was a part of an industry that is full of demonic people. But she was one of the light. And see, this is how it is. People don't wish good on you like you think they do. And everybody is not who they seem in the music industry. The music industry is very satanic. Everybody is not who they seem to be, is what you got to understand. Let's continue.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till we get those 50, 60. We have 51. Let me see, can I get 70 to 100 people in the room right now before I reveal some very, very interesting information. And it is like a double-edged sword because I'm going to tell you one thing, and then I'm going to get to the worst thing that could possibly happen to any artist after 45 to 50 years in the business. The worst thing that could happen. It has, of course, happened to me, and I'm constantly in prayer for God to forgive the people that have wished me ill will or, done anything to remotely get in the way of the gift of sharing with my fans. Okay.
What that tells you is there was a buffer in place that was trying to stop her at all costs from revealing the truth. There was agents assigned to Mrs. Stone to stop her, to railroad her in her tracks, to make sure that she's unable to reveal to her fans and the general public what's going on. And I can assure you, a person with her star status, struggling to get 70 people off in a room for that amount of minutes, more than likely the platform was trying to hide her message as well. Because the algorithm and the AI already knows when somebody's about to bring forth the message. So, they keep a close eye on celebrities in particular. They keep a very close eye on them. So here you have Mrs. Stone putting her life on the line. And I want you to hear what she had to say. Let's go.
At 45, let me get 50, let me get 60. And I'm going to give y'all 5 more minutes to get some more people on this live. The devil is a liar. You're right. Come on now. Come on. Oh, by the way, the Christmas song, All I'm Missing, is #1 in several countries. We put it out on the 15th of November, on the 14th of November. The devil tried to stop that. It was snatched down. Then it was put back up. He tried to, of course, blame it on me, but it wasn't my fault. However, the song prevailed after everybody bailed. The song went all the way to #1 and is steadily climbing the chart. So if you guys have never heard my mechanicals.
Now, why did they try to stop her song from reaching the top of the charts? Somebody says there's low volume. Can y'all hear me? Somebody said, I'm muted. Then they turned around and said that there is low volume. Please put a 1 in the chat if everything is working properly. If it's not, we're going to put this brother on timeout because that's distracting. All right, the volume is fine. If I have a moderator, please put that person on timeout. Don't block them, just time them out. This is a serious matter. We don't need nobody coming through disrupting, right? All right, let's continue.
They've taken pretty much everything. They've
taken everything from her. They're trying to stop her from climbing the charts. Why? They don't want her to retire with anything. They don't want her to be able to walk out of the music industry successful and live her life. Now, let's go back here.
And it's steadily climbing the chart. So if you guys have never heard mechanicals, they've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered.
They robbed this woman for her intellectual properties. They totally disregarded her hard work. You know, they did things the wrong way. So this woman, after working for 40, 50 years, she is now with all that hard work she put in. And then so shortly after exposing this, her life is taken in a violent car accident. This industry is a monster. It is a beast, brothers and sisters. There's a level of darkness that's there. They don't care about any of these artists. They all gotta go. From Prince to Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston, Tupac and Biggie. Nobody can walk away scotch-free in the industry. They gotta go. After stealing your energy and your life force and all of your hard work. That's why all of you inspiring artists, is best that you just put out your own music. Don't sign with these labels. They are corrupted. I was just watching the NWA movie last night, and it's one of the best biopic movies created. And the way they did the group, the way Eazy-E was done, this is what they do. Jerry Heller, he had to take our intellectual properties. I want y'all to look at it like this. Eazy-E, he came out of the streets. He already had a distribution center for his own music. He was pumping out his own records. He didn't even need Jerry Heller, but he wanted worldwide notoriety and fame. And sometimes that's not what you should pursue. Sometimes the way of going about it is just dealing with the people who really rock with you, your fans. Even if it's not billions of fans, but it's your people. And we keep doing the same thing over and over. Now, in Angie Stone's situation, which makes this so sad, is the industry wasn't as foul as it is back then now. But nonetheless, she had to pay the price. She had to pay the price after being robbed. Do you know how difficult it is to record music? Do you know how much talent it takes to go on tours all the countless hours in the studios, only to find out that your hard work and your labor, your blood, your sweat, and your tears was robbed by the industry. The industry just sucks the soul out of people. The mortality rate is sky high in the industry. The Grim Reaper is just snatching souls. Listen to what Miss Stone had to say.
Absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf.
Meaning she was fighting. Isn't this a common denominator right here? Every time one of our people try to fight the right way, you know, with the pen, and you try to sue these companies, strangely and mysteriously, people die right after, or are they incarcerated for a long time? It happens like clockwork. I'm hearing that P. Diddy was suing some liquor company, and you know, right afterwards, he's locked up. Now, of course, we didn't see Diddy do some things on camera. We already know what type of savage monster he is. But my point I'm trying to make is we're seeing a pattern in the industry. We've seen it with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby tries to buy and own his own network, and then what takes place? He goes to prison for allegedly date raping people way back in the 60s. When are we going to really stop supporting the industry and do this thing on our own? Let's continue.
Climbing the chart. So if you guys have never heard mechanicals, they've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to.
So imagine being pretty much finessed by these companies, more than likely misled by your management. And there's no wonder they didn't want her to get online and say what happened. No wonder, because she would have been exposing some people. And, you know, people probably knew who her management was. You know, this is definitely a cry out for help. And this is some dark stuff right here, but let's continue.
People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time, because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago.
Wow. She said she should have been able to retire 20 years ago. Imagine this woman losing it all. And what she's trying to bring out is that the Lord carried her. She's still in health at the moment in this video. She still had everything she needed, although the industry was stealing. The industry was taking. And because she exposed this, they started stalking. Here come the gang stalkers. Here come the agents. Here come the perpetrators. Management goes snitch to the high ups. And they follow you. They could have followed Angie Stone for weeks. That entire month, because this was around January, that entire month, she was being followed. You know, the people who blink in the one headlights. You know, when you pull out the grocery store, they there. Circling the block, circling her neighborhood, using intimidation tactics. This woman, I can guarantee you, she went through all of this before they claimed her life. I guarantee that there was street theater being set up. Every time these artists are in a huge lawsuit, they're going to send those to watch you. They're going to send those perps. And they're going to make sure you're not talking to certain people. They're going to make sure that you're not a threat to the establishment, because they all have an oath. And this oath is to band together and destroy our people by any means necessary and take every bit of our essence, intellectual property, talent, all of it. They vowed to do it. So they do send the deep fake informants. And it gets to the point in the industry, you can't trust anybody. Your whole life becomes like the Truman Show, and until they actually get you. And then when they get you, they're going to do it in a time where it lines up with their Masonic numerology. They took her life at 63. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 6s. 63. That's the beast. There's coded messages. They make sure that the numerology fits, because why? The industry is ran by a cabal. It's ran by Satanists, actual Satanists. And some of our people got the light. And although they do the backmasking on the records, they cast jinns and spells into the masters of the record. But some people bear such a light, they become a target because the witchcraft doesn't work. See, sometimes our frequencies are so high, we get targeted in those situations. And I believe that's what happened with Miss Angie Stone. We're talking about an 18-wheeler. 1-8. Now you got 369. And she just died today at 63 equals 666. What's today's date? First of the month. What month is it? The 6th month. Are you beginning to understand how these people operate? How demonic they are. All codes are 6. Are you beginning to understand and comprehend that the music industry is ran by the beast? Everybody can't see it, even when they're crying out for help, telling you what's going on. People refuse to see it. They call us conspiracy theorists that say that we're reaching. Meanwhile, these celebrities are getting knocked off. And I meant to say the 3rd month, not the 6th month. It's the 3rd month. She died at 63. And she was hit by an 18-wheeler, which is a 9. It's coded messages. And this is right after Gene Hackman and his wife was taken out. They were taken out mysteriously. How old was Gene Hackman? Wasn't he like 93? Gene Hackman was about 93. If I'm not mistaken, let me know how old Gene Hackman was. Him and his wife go, front doors left open. There's pills laying on the floor next to their bodies. The autopsy report claimed that it was some toxic chemicals in the atmosphere. Okay, Gene Hackman was 95. I stand corrected. Just making sure. Nonetheless, if you notice, death comes in threes. Gene Hackman, his wife, and now Angie Stone. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see another celebrity that's taken out, because it's coded messages. Somebody else says he was 83. I don't know. I'm getting mixed numbers in here. I see more 95s than anything. Because at first I thought that I heard they say he was 93. They even took the dog out, y'all. And now Miss Angie Stone. Listen to what she had to say, y'all. In case you're just joining the broadcast, tragically, Angie Stone was taken out. She's an Atlanta resident. Well, actually Stockbridge, which is very close to home. And she's been an Atlanta resident for a long time. And unfortunately, she was hit by an 18-wheeler. And she passed at 63. And you know what's interesting? Gene Hackman's wife was 63. Isn't that interesting? Gene Hackman's wife was actually 63. So it's gematria all over this. Anyway, let's continue.
Even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to.
Now, I can guarantee that her management is the ones who advised her to sign over to these companies. And she was probably thinking that this would be longevity for her, because this is how they talk. You know, if you sign over to these companies, you know, you're going to have so much residuals. You're going to have residual income from this song, from that song. And, you know, your career is going to be able to stabilize you for the long haul. And you and your family will be squared away for life. But the problem with that is Miss Stone didn't read the small print, because there's always small print. There's always, and the small print ain't always on the contract. Anytime you're dealing with the industry, you're dealing with blood contracts. You're dealing with blood contracts. And once you understand the spiritual dynamics of the industry, anything you sign your name on, they got you. They got you. That's why if you're an artist, do it on your own. If you are talented, the Lord is going to make sure you reach the people you're supposed to reach. He's going to make sure that your music is going to, you know, really inspire and enlighten the people who are for you to reach. That's right. Shy Blood Before Dishonor. She says she was also a part of the Divine Nine Demon Zeta Phi Beta. Wow. See? Miss Stone, she played the game. She was in those sororities. She was representing, you know, the Zeta Phi Betas. And that's how a lot of these people get into the industry. That's how they get in, the fraternal order. And because she was in the fraternity, they thinking that she's one of them. That's the thing about it, man. You cannot serve two masters. If you are part of their fraternal or Masonic order, but you singing for the Lord, you come from gospel roots, those devils going to be able to see. They're going to be able to see that you ain't like them. I mean, she was trying to fight with the pen, man, with those lawyers, but let's go.
People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time, because if you only knew.
And I'm going to tell you, God would have carried her if she would have did her music on her own, solo dolo. The Most High would have carried her regardless. And that's what we got to understand. Brothers and sisters, we are some of the most talented, beautiful people in the world. You brothers and sisters are so talented. As an artist myself, I get so many emails and inboxes of people just sending me y'all's music. You know, it would be a shame if you brothers and sisters ever sign with the music industry. It would be a crying shame. And I'm going to tell you, these record executives, these producers, these people who, you know, are gatekeepers, essentially, they always approach you with something that sounds so good, man. The devil don't come at you with horns, man. The devil is well spoken. The devil will come at you like out of nowhere. And you just leaving a show. You leaving a show, you performing in front of a small audience. This is how it starts. Satan sees your talent and he comes in the form of a businessman with a briefcase. You go in, you know, you leave the show. This is your dream, right? Hey, I represent Sony Records. I represent RCA. I represent this label of that label. And you're like, really? Yes, I put on artists such as this one and that one. And you're like, oh man, those are big artists. And so it just sounds so good. It sounds appealing. And then they'll take you into that high mount, show you the whole world. All this can be yours. That's how they approach these artists. All this can be yours. Just sign on a dotted line. And you thinking you're doing the right thing for your family. So that's how it be. And yes, Angie had to play the game respectfully. It's respect to her and her family. She had to play the game. You have to be into some type of fraternal order in order to be a Grammy nominated artist that reached the success that she reached. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible, because I know that at the end, she showed a great deal of bravery and courage to bring out that information. And she was fighting for what she deserved. But make no mistake about it, she had to play the game. She had to. It's nepotism in the industry. They don't let people reach certain levels unless you trust it to a degree. It's all Masonic, y'all. The music, now these are regular people just like you and I, but the industry is so dark. DMX told us about the industry. Prince told us about the industry. It's so many artists that cried out.
People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time, because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen for me. Monies that I'm supposed to be. I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me.
She said there was people improperly representing for her, improperly stealing from her. And this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. When you putting out your own music, when you doing your own distribution as well as your own production, nobody can misrepresent you. Nobody can, speak for you. And this is why Master P has such longevity, because Master P started No Limit and he did the distribution, because this is where the problems come in right here. When it comes to distribution, who's getting those percentages off the top? Who's getting the cut? But when you run your distribution, you're on point with it. When you and now we're in the time of the internet, right? We're in a time now where your songs can get streamlined on various platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, and so forth. But like Tekashi 6ix9ine said, unless you sit down with the person who owns Spotify and Apple Music, you're not going to really get pushed. They're going to shadow ban your music, no matter how good it is. He said you have to sit down with those people. He didn't say, oh, you have a choice to go show up to a Spotify or Apple Music meeting. No, he says you have to sit down with them, meaning they come get you. Literally, they send the men in black suits like, look, you need to go to the Apple Music meeting and meet this person so we can make sure you get the numbers. No telling what happens to those artists if they don't do what they're told. The industry's ran like a boot camp. Imagine they pull up on you like, look, middle of the night, pull you up out your bed. You're going to have to go to this meeting with this executive. That's how horrifying the music industry really is. And you wonder why these artists be losing their minds. But Angie Stone, she did keep a level head all these years. And there's no telling how long she's really been being gang stalked and watched in the industry. Let's continue.
Much they have stolen from me. Monies that I'm supposed to be. I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work hard, get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family.
Wow. And this is what they harp on, our ignorance, what we don't know, the small print. And once we shake the hornet's nest and they find out, well, the public finds out what they're doing to us, that's when they wipe us out. Because all their wrongdoings will get put on blast. If you put that in front of any lawyer, that ain't already paid off by the industry. I'm going to tell you this right now. There's some lawyers who get that visit. Like, listen, she's one of ours. She belongs to us. She belongs to us. You do not represent her. I'm sure it wasn't easy finding the attorneys. Imagine attorneys like, look, I wanted to support you. I wanted to fight for your case, but I'm not going to be able to do this case. Imagine how much that happens. Why? Because they get that visit. Because why? It's a cabal. It's a network. Now, we got to look at some more live updates of what's going on with the Angie Stone situation. There's a lot of very quick news briefs. There's a lot of quick news briefs, and I'm hoping that we can go to something that has a little bit more information, right? Because what happened? She wasn't under no influence, anything. Will they be a toxicology report? And if it is, will they lie? See, these are the things that they do. They sit up here and lie, do a toxicology report and say she was inebriated or something. This is the type of games the industry play. They done did a lot of people dirty in these car accidents. And, you know, I know that TMZ has some footage of Miss Stone. I mean, the aftermath, rather. And see, it's not really that much news on this yet, but we are going. One moment. Let's see. Yeah, somebody said this is a tragic loss. It absolutely is. And it happened while she was driving, after exposing the industry. It's a sad scenario. It's very, very sad. Yeah, I see some information from TMZ, News 11 Alive. Let me see. We're gonna do the Fox 5 flashback on Angie Stone just to commemorate her. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. Because it takes courage to bring out the truth. And the fact that you work hard for something, you mind your business, you try to take care of your family, and then something like this happens where you're not getting your restitution. That is problematic. That's extremely problematic.
I lick my lips, they start to glisten. You wanna bite them every time in your vision. I just wanna kiss you, kiss you, kiss you.
Kiss you. Time for Valentine's Day. Our legendary neo-soul singer Angie Stone is back just in time for Valentine's Day.
Now imagine this. They did this commemoration on Angie Stone right around Valentine's Day. They did it right around Valentine's Day, while she was in the midst of going through what she was going through. They're commemorating her around this time while she's ducking, dodging, hiding, trying to get information out there. Now I want y'all to really think about that. The news is commemorating her while she's trying to struggle to get money for her songs. And then as soon as March 1st hit, that's it.
Multi-platinum artist dropped her latest single, you heard there, Kiss You. She sat down with Marissa Mitchell to talk new music, the keys to her long career, and much more. Check it out.
I just wanna kiss you, kiss you, kiss you, kiss you, kiss you, baby.
Not too fast, not too slow. I think it's right down the middle, but also the lyrics that I got a kick out of. You talk about having to reapply your lipstick, all right, and go somewhere low-key and quiet. So talk about
is what holds you and it keeps you, you know.
I don't want to get hit with the copyright for the music. I didn't know they were going to be playing it the whole time. But this is a sad situation. She seemed to be, you know, that person who just minds her business. Minds her business. And that's what she was saying. She do her work, go home on her business. But see, that doesn't work in the industry because they want you to play the game all the time. And I'm pretty sure as an artist in the industry, you're going to get tired eventually of playing the game, going to the parties, going to, you know, these meetings. You just want to take care of your family and then you want to go home. You just want to put out your material and you want to live your life. Somebody said she seems like she been off since losing all that weight years ago. She was exposing the industry. Hey man, her losing all that weight is a good thing. We even got what's the one girl that was all vouching or, promoting being big with Lizzo. You got Lizzo. She lost a bunch of weight. Why? Because that's somebody who wants to take care of themselves. That's somebody who wants to live for the long haul. So I'm pretty sure Angie Stone had all intentions on living life. You understand? Somebody said she lost weight from illness. Really? Yeah, this definitely was a ritual. It was a sacrifice. I have no doubt about that. Somebody says they have been making money off us for decades. Man, I'm telling you. You got to think about it. While the Grammys was going on one year, Whitney Houston was upstairs in the same building, drowning in the bathtub. Somebody said Newbury, she wasn't driving, her son was. Let me go to an actual news brief so we can get more information. I'm actually going to read an article so we can get more details, man, because I'm pretty sure it's going to scream foul play. I have no doubt about it. So far, I've just been going off the Holy Spirit alone, and I haven't even seen the details, and I know that this was a ritual. I have no doubt about it at all. Somebody said diabetes. Well, losing weight helps you with diabetes. So I'm not sure where you're getting at with that. Some people are saying she lost it to sickness. Anyway, let's continue. Let me pull this up. All right, we got an article here. And of course, TMC was like the first people to announce what took place. They always seem to be the first ones at the scene, right? I don't know how they do it, but more than likely, TMZ was there because they were helping follow her, right? TMZ is definitely a gang stalking organization. I have done material exposing TMZ before. They got all kind of perps. I believe that TMZ has assassins as well. I believe that they have hired assassins to derail people off of the road. I believe that they really be on some other stuff. They the ones there because they the ones doing it, allegedly. Now it reads, veteran R&B singer Angie Stone dies at 63 in Alabama car accident. It says Alabama. I could have sworn, oh, that's where she was at, but she's an Atlanta resident. All right. Angie Stone, a veteran soul and R&B singer, has died at 63 after a Sprinter van accident, in Alabama. The 3 Grammy nominee daughter, Diamond Stone, announced her mother's death Saturday. Hold on now. What? The 3-time Grammy nominee's daughter, Diamond Stone, announced her mother's death Saturday. So, brothers and sisters, it seemed like her mother was taken out too. Or she may have died of natural causes. We don't know. But what is going on here? It goes on to say, my mommy is gone, wrote Diamond Stone on Facebook. Okay, so her daughter, I get what's happening here. Pardon me, y'all. I was doing some training earlier. It's been a long day, right? So it was announced by her daughter. It's just the way that this is worded. It goes on to say, Angie really is talking about her career. They're really giving us minimal details on this. There's very minimal details that's being put out. Somebody said boycott the Hollywood industry. That's what needs to be done. Yeah, she posted that Angie was gone. Yep. I'm going to try another article to see if we can get more details, because of course this is a research stream, because I'm just finding this news out. I'm just finding this out just like everybody else. And we got to do our investigation. Y'all know how we do over here. We do some of the most skilled investigations over here. We know that the details matter, right? Let's see. I didn't really like that article right there. So we're going to go to CNN's article, right? And if you can, brothers and sisters, if you up in the building and you getting some insight and some understanding on how they do these murder by number rituals, then hit the like button on the video and also share to 2 people. You know what I'm saying? If everybody in the broadcast live right now hits the like button and share button, it would be highly appreciated, because this message needs to get out, man. Because the whole thing is not letting the industry to continue doing this. Angie Stone, a soul and R&B singer behind hits like No More Rain, In This Cloud, and Wish I Didn't Miss You, died Saturday morning in a vehicle collision. Her longtime publicist, Yvonne Forbes, told CNN. Stone was 63. After performing in Mobile, Alabama on Friday, Stone was with 9 people traveling to Atlanta, Georgia. Now we have that number 9 again. We have that number 9 again. She was traveling with 9 people. You see how they are sure to bring the numbers up, right? Angie Stone's voice and spirit will live on forever. Hold on, let's go. She was traveling with 9 people traveling to Atlanta, Georgia in a Sprinter van when an accident occurred. According to her representative, details on others injured in the collision were not immediately available. Angie Stone's voice and spirit will live on forever in the hearts of those she touched. A statement from her spokeswoman read, details regarding memorial services will be announced by the family. So we have very, very little details. There's very little details. So now we have another 9. That's right. 9 people. She was 63. It happened on the 3rd month. You have 9 6s and 3s all across the board. It's always been death by 3s, man, with these rituals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did her like left eye. Now, how is it that 9 people was with her and we haven't got any information? Now, pay attention to what we just read. I'm going to read it again slowly so you can hear what they're not telling us. Because sometimes it's not about what they're telling us. It's about what they're not telling us. We got to hone in on this 9 people and think about what it said, because apparently she was the only one who passed. It says, after performing in Mobile, Alabama on Friday, Stone was with 9 people traveling to Atlanta, Georgia in a Sprinter van when an accident occurred. According to a representative, details on others injured in the collision were not immediately available. When will that be available? How was Miss Stone the only one who died? How can an 18-wheeler hit this vehicle? And she's the only one who died, and she was riding in the van with 9 other people. And we haven't even got the injury report. We haven't even got the hospital records of the other people. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not telling us the truth. You see, when you look at the details, you'll find out that these people are lying about something. It never adds up. And see, everybody don't have the ability to think critically and logically. Something does not add up. Somebody said, woman of truth says breed. There was a 3rd celebrity, Michelle Trachtenberg from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was found in her home. She was 39. Wow. Do y'all see what's happening? There was a 3rd celebrity Michelle Trachtenberg, dead at 39. The threes, the sixes, and the nines, death come by threes. That comes, listen, that slogan comes from the Masonic Temple. There's also a movie called Murder by Numbers, man. I'm telling you. It seems like you're right. King of Kings says it seems like a celebrity dying every week. It really does. Somebody said she passed at the age of 63. 3-6 unalive by numbers. Exactly. Tef Bop, this is murder by numbers, man. And then the other lady was 39. Telling you, you really can't make this stuff up. All you got to do is just be paying attention. The Holy Spirit be showing us things. That part stands out to me. That they saying that she was with 9 friends, riding back. She's the only one gone. How is Angie the only one gone? How? I'm going to read this. She was nominated for her first Grammy for a track off Mahogany Soul titled More Than a Woman. Stone was also an actress with just over 40 screen credits. I didn't even know this, man. Look, it says she appeared in notable titles including Girlfriends, sang the theme song for Moesha. I didn't know that. Starring Brandy Norwood. She was in films like Hot Chicks, Scary Movie V, and Ride Along. She had the project in post-production, a film titled Abused. And see, look, she has something in post-production as well, talking about abuse. She might have been trying to bring out truth in that film she had. Abused by who? It says, just a week ago, Stone reflected on her career and the work she was still planning on creating in a post on social media. But they failed to mention that these lawyers and people was taking her money. They failed to mention that Angie Stone was making posts talking about how they was robbing her blind. Let's see. Somebody says Gene Hackman and his wife dead at their house along with the dog. Yeah, that's 3 people. That's three lives taken. I don't know what's going on with Clive in the chat, but if we have a moderator, go ahead and get him out of here. Go ahead and block him. We're not going to tolerate no trolling, no disrespect, none of that. Yeah, she made that post 2 weeks ago. Thank you for that, Kim C. Someone says she had a lot of content out about the industry. See, that's what put a target on her back. Stand Fast says the common denominator is you will not survive in the season of darkness without the Most High. That's true. Somebody said another young actress too. I can remember her name, but she was on a small TV show. I don't know who that is. Yeah, Gene Hackman was definitely a top actor. That's a big deal, man. It says Gene Hackman was one of the top actors in the 1970s. Yep. And am I mistaken, but did Miss Stone die on her son's birthday? Don't tell me she lost her life on her son's birthday, man. It's got to come a time where we just take back our gifts. For those who don't know, we are the children of Israel, the salt of the earth. For far too long, People have been eating off of our talents and gifts. It's got to come a time where we do our own thing, start making our own record labels, start working with each other. And then, you know, what's so crazy about the system, even then they try to come for you. So you got to be insulated the right way. You got to have the most high. You got to be operating in truth. You got to have the Holy Spirit. We got to come out of her. And we got to be careful what we do out here. And yep, it's been confirmed by the chat. Monique says, yes, New Breed. Angie Stone died on her son's birthday. Man. Somebody says his birthday was yesterday, same day as mine's. Okay. But that's crazy. She was a very soulful woman, man, and this is just a shame. This is a shame that all this woman wanted to do was retire. All she wanted to do was take care of her family. They didn't allow that. Let's see. Somebody says Israel's so messed up to the point we're finished. Try to reach the 144,000 and 1 to 2/3 not going to get it. Well, it's not about reaching everybody. The Lord only need a remnant. If you just have a group of very talented artists that decide that they don't want to be involved with the industry and they all spoke out at once and showed even a small amount of bravery like Angie showed, things could change. Things could change. But nah, we're not finished. The children of the light, the children of Israel, we're just getting started. Yeah, we definitely need true Black-owned record labels. That barely exists in these days. We running these people's children through college. We paying for tuitions and we have these long, illustrious careers only to leave with nothing. And you artists, you inspire artists out there, stop signing 360 deals. Stop the contracts altogether. You are in the social media era right now. Be bosses with this. So they don't they won't allow you to make it. They shadow banning you, they hiding the music, they hiding the material. Then you have to develop a team that really believe in you, because that team is going to help push you. And you and that team going to have to put up something to make sure that the work get done. That's just what it takes. You an inspiring rapper these days. Look, you're not trying to end up with some type of OD if some contractual agreement don't fly right. You don't want to end up one of these rappers out here signing with 1738. It seemed like every rapper that signed with Gucci Mane is dead. How every rapper that signed under his label died. So look, they all died. He had to, and then the label shut down. That's how demonic the industry is. In order to be bosses out here, you got to start thinking different. Yeah, Gucci Mane is a gatekeeper. If that's even the real Gucci Mane. Somebody said Hollywood has never been for Black people from the day it started. That's a fact. That's a fact. They used to do it to the old time artists too. Don't get it twisted. Somebody said music directs people to heaven or hell, period. Come out of them, peace. That's what I'm telling you. Either you doing it for righteousness or you doing it for the devil. The industry's ran by the devil. Just like everybody thinking Kendrick Lamar is some revolutionary. No. You don't get 9 Grammys in a night, perform at the Super Bowl, the biggest stage, and be a revolutionary. The revolutionary is not spoke through codes. And what I mean by that is all these symbols and hidden messages, and that's Masonic, what Kendrick had going on. It was Masonic. It wasn't revolutionary, that's Masonic. Standing in an Illuminati pyramid with the lady in red. It should be no confusion to what that performance was, but that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to make is you cannot make it to the top of the charts without compromising and selling your soul. I cannot stress this enough. So if you're inspiring to be an artist and be a top selling producer or whatever you think you're going to do in the industry, singer, rapper, or producer, you're going to have to play the game. And as soon as you stop playing according to their rules, they're going to take you out. That place is ran by the mob, man. That's how it works. I'm telling you. Somebody said, but they all play the game. So you play the stupid game, you get stupid prizes, point blank. I mean, that's a way of looking at it. But when we see situations like that, we can only be empathetic to a degree because this woman was still an elderly woman who was still working, making moves. And nobody wants to work. These are just simple things we can relate to. Nobody wants to work and not get back they just do. Nobody wants to put in the work, put in the effort, and not get what they deserve. So seeing that alone, especially somebody who never been in the tabloids, somebody who never really been, in any drama, any mess, she didn't represent herself like a sexy red. It's different when a woman shows some levels of class. It's different when she has gospel roots. It's different when she stay out of the way and try to do her job and go home. Regardless of the oath that she took, the way she dealt with life was how you're supposed to move. But unfortunately, once you take those oaths, once you join the fraternal order, they own you. And this is what I'm learning from the Angie Stone situation. They own you. There's no playing the game thinking that you're going to win. You can't beat the game. You can't be thinking you just staying out of trouble and you just relying on your talent and your talent alone to bring you to the top. No, your soul is going to be required. Somebody said, bro, I know you ain't just compare Angie Stone to Sexy Red. Yes, I did. Because if Sexy Red got hit by a tractor trailer right now, y'all not going to feel the same way about Sexy Red than Angie Stone. Why? Because they carried themselves 2 different ways. If Sexy Red get hit by a tractor trailer, it's probably because she was twerking out the window while driving. You're not going to feel the same way about that. The point I'm trying to make is the woman was an elder. The woman carried herself in decency, which is a depiction that our women should have. Y'all better not laugh. I'm just playing. Y'all better not laugh either. You know when somebody tell you better not laugh, yo, it make it more funny. Somebody said Sexy Red so explicit. She pushed Ice Spice and Meg Thee Stallion out the way, even Cardi B. See, that's what I'm saying. Chief Mo says she sacrificed herself, happened to be too strong. Man. Yeah, because you got to be of certain character and you got to have a certain level of drive to be a part of that industry for all those years and continue doing it. I seen Mariah Carey. I think it was Mariah Carey. It was a couple of the ladies that was performing that's getting up there in age. They don't move around them stages the same way. They don't move around them the same way. Everybody got a biological clock, man. You know, them knees start needing that, you know, that WD-40. You start needing them WD-40, man. Ain't no joke. Ain't no joke getting on them stages, going on tour, being cramped up in Sprinter vans, driving from place to place and performing. That woman said she could have retired 20 years ago. 20 years ago. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. And you know, everybody have a time. Everybody got a time. Everybody got to go. Life is not promised, man. You here today, you gone tomorrow. The scriptures tell you. It say you here one moment, the next moment you gone. Our lives are short and tedious. You look, you gone in the one, you like a mist in the air, coming and going. This is why I tell y'all, man, we got to value life. We got to put things in place for the ones that we love. You know, we gotta put life insurance policies and things like that on ourselves, making sure that our families are gonna be straight. We got to give them the directions because it can end for anybody at any time. Somebody said she spoke out and now she's done. Look at that. She did speak out. Yeah, life is totally unpredictable. Yeah, that's what it says in the scriptures. Life is like a vapor. You here, then you gone. That's it. It ain't no rewinds. You only get to live one life. That's why I tell y'all life is too short for drama. Life is too short to be one of them gossiping people that's out here always in some confusion, always in some mess. Life is too short for that. You got to focus on what's important. You want to be that person that's on that deathbed and you know that you did your job. And when you cross over, the Most High say, job well done. You completed the mission. You made sure that your children's children were straight. You put everything in place so they can have a foundation. That's a lot of responsibility on our people in general. That's a lot of responsibility to have. Especially for us who didn't have anybody to start us up with. We didn't have, you know, an inheritance. We didn't have a trust fund. We didn't have, you know, somebody directing us. A lot of us haven't. Some of you younger brothers and sisters right now, you got to build your whole dynasty from scratch. That's why I tell you younger people, man, you in your you 19, 20, 21, work now. Do the work now. While you got all that energy, all that life force, whatever it is you want to do, you hit the ground running with it now. You could be 19 years old and you could be a multi-millionaire if you just put in the effort. And you can be that without selling over your livelihood in perpetuity. You could do it without, you know what I'm saying, signing on the line. You just got to work. Because you don't want to work forever. You don't want to be like that. You want to be able to enjoy your family, enjoy your children. And if you're working on a 9-to-5, salute to you. But you want to be doing something on the side. Let me see. Somebody says signing on the line will cost you your life. That's a fact. Somebody said this ain't the time to be thinking about no money. It's time to get God in your life before it's too late. I'm just saying, listen, the scriptures say money is a defense. All right. Money is a defense. So money has a place in this world. Let's not be overly religious. Let's not do that. Money is beneficial for what it's beneficial for. I'm just trying to motivate. I'm just trying to motivate the young brothers and sisters that you can do it on your own without selling out. That's all. Somebody said money is the root of all evil. No, you're misreading the scriptures, sir. Please sit back and listen and learn. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of it, which some coveted after, erred from the faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Having money, generational wealth, is not a sin. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said why they signed their name. They sold when they signed their name. They sold their soul literally. That you did. They own you. And if you get out of line, they will take you out. They will poison you. They will make it look like you self-deleted. They will run you off the road. They will blow your car up. The Angie Stone situation doesn't even make any sense because she was riding with 9 people. None of these people have any injury reports as of now. But she's being said that she's the only one gone. How do we know? We need to know who these 9 people are. This doesn't make logical sense. Somebody says, why are you, let me see. Why are you putting out wrong information? What wrong information am I putting out? I just read it from the article, directly from the article. Bro, some of y'all be on one. Some of y'all really be on one sometimes. Let me see. Somebody says, put God first and these things shall be added unto you. That's a fact. Then this person says, no, it doesn't. All right. Let me just, first of all, somebody can block that person and we'll go right to it. So y'all can see on the screen, right? After performing in Mobile, Alabama on Friday, Stone was with 9 people traveling to Atlanta, Georgia in a Sprinter van. Let me just highlight that for you because this is what I got to do. How many of y'all by show of ones can actually read, right? It says Stone was with 9 people traveling to Atlanta, Georgia in a Sprinter van. My question is, why is Miss Stone the only one who is dead right now? If they were hit by an 18-wheeler, that's all I'm saying. It does not make logical sense. And it's stated that injury reports still have not been released. Did these 9 people do something to Angie Stone? Who are these people? Now, I want y'all to think about this. Are these the same people that did not want her to go live to speak the truth? Is these the same people that she had to battle against to put the information out on Instagram? Is something wrong with this? Were those 9 people with her trying to take her out? Did they, not trying, but did they take her out and made it look like a car accident? I want y'all to really think about this. How did they escape that vehicle? Yeah, exactly. See, people who can actually think, you get it. How is everybody else alive and Angie is the only one who died? After performing in Mobile, Alabama, Stone was with 9 people traveling to Atlanta, Georgia in a Sprinter van when the accident occurred. According to her representative, details on other injuries in the collision were not immediately available. So they're already saying that they're not dead. They said details on injuries. Details on injuries. Did these 9 people sacrifice her after her son's birthday? Did these 9 people sacrifice Angie Stone a day after her son's birthday? I'm just asking questions. I'm not saying that that's what took place, but some information need to come out. And don't accuse me of putting out false information. Accuse this article of putting out false information. If that's the case, I'm just simply going to a source. Monique Mitchell says, Newbury, they messed up their lie. Left eye car flipped over the others were injured and left eye was driving. If Angie was driving, someone else is injured. Yeah, this is the same type of situation that happened with Lisa Left Eye. We got a story that did not make sense. Lise Carter, thank you for the support. She says, greetings, New Breed in chat. I'm chilling to know the accident occurred in Montgomery County, Alabama, on her way to Maryland. There's a Montgomery County, Maryland. No, she was on her way to Atlanta, Georgia, where she resides. I do appreciate the support, but I'm not really understanding what you're saying. Yeah, she was on her way to Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta. And the articles in the news says it. Now, we got to make sense of this. Yeah, that's right, Anonymous. They love creating car accidents. They do this all the time. Okay, someone says Ronald Bernard was from Germany. So this is over the world. He said they want to traumatize you to create psychopaths. He also stated he could not do more when he realized they killed children. 33, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is what it's about. When they do these horrendous sacrifices, it is levels of trauma that comes with this. You live in a trauma, fear-based culture, the whole society. And then when these things happen, people get caught up in their emotions so much, they don't ask the right questions. Why was Angie Stone the only one that passed away? Why? Mio Game and Go says, thanks for the update, Newbury. Haven't seen you on my timeline in a while. Minutes, as he says, Minutes, always great to see you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you can make it back. Monique says, New Breed. Angie just said they owed her millions of dollars. Then she referenced Jamie Foxx like she said she will tell the truth. We got to look that up because, again, we're doing live updates. This just took place. Angie Stone calls out Jamie Foxx. Let's see if that's out here because I'm just relying on y'all right now to keep me updated while I'm streaming. I do see Jamie Foxx and Angie Stone at All-Star Weekend several years ago. I don't see anything about her speaking on Jamie Foxx. If you have the source, then feel free to send it. Feel free to send it. Somebody said she was in that Dra song, right? Yeah, it's definitely an energy harvest, no doubt about that. It was on her last live on Instagram, right? We got to pull up the Instagram live because the video I watched was chopped up. It was definitely chopped up. So let's find it. Let's find it. I found Miss Angie Stone. Okay, we're going to go to her last live, y'all, via Instagram. And we're going to hear what she had to say. Let's go.
How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. Where's my music at? Oh my God. Let me get my music going. Ashton here. Somebody take my yeah. Let me get right. I gotta always have that vibe to just let us know everything is good. How y'all been? Hey, it's been so long since we chopped it up, but I wanted to get on here for a few minutes just to bring y'all up to speed with what's going on. I'm actually getting ready to go and do CIAA, the game. I'll be there. Oh, and by the way, my team won. Philly won. Yeah. So I didn't get to say anything about it because I didn't want to ruffle no feathers up in here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I am so excited for Philly. They did an amazing job. So I'm excited about it. I'm officially a fan now. Also, I'm going to be at the CIAA performing. You don't want to miss it. I'm also bringing product with me, hot sauce and coffee. Bam. I'm bringing this with me so you can buy.
She just seems so full of life, man. At 63, she seems so energetic. That's just the first thing I noticed, man. Let's go.
On your own when you get there. Hopefully we'll have a table set up. I'm going to be in Alabama on the 28th. I'll have product there as well. I'm super excited. We're booking tours and a lot of stuff is going on that I don't want to just let out the bag just yet. But you can see that there's a big grin on my face. There's a lot of things going on as far as film, television, tours, artists, songwriting. There's a lot of projects. All I'm gonna say is we're getting back in the mix. And for all the people that have heard some of the craziest, you know what? I had to address this. Do I have enough people in the room yet?
Yeah, so Miss New Outlook says she will be there too, Soror.
All right, Soror. Listen, Soror, I got a surprise for my Sorors. So listen, I want all my Sorors, Zeta Phi Beta, come on, Incorporated. I want y'all to know I'm coming with my stuffuses, so we got to represent, be in the house, okay? Now, I just have to address this because someone texted my phone the other day and said, let me find out Miss Angie Stone had an affair with a secret affair with Maurice White. Y'all, where they get this stuff from? OMG.
Yeah.
I mean, Maurice White, for real, y'all. I just have to show my nigga writers right now, okay? Y'all need to stop. Behave. Stay in your lane. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. You're all the.
I wonder how long this live stream is from Angie Stone. For the sister that told me to go look at this one, is could you tell me the link for this? Because you know they don't timestamp this thing on IG. But she seemed like a cool person though. Like, I'm gonna let it play through a little bit more, and we'll see if we get to it. What she's saying. Somebody says, stop with the conspiracy talk. Look at the accident footage. Like I said, this is a research stream because I just found the information out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing my thoughts and my opinion on the situation, just finding out what happened. And based on the fact that she was owed a lot of money and she had lawyers fighting for her, and the articles are bringing some strange information, I'm reacting on pure instinct, and I know how this industry operates. All right. Somebody says it's 17 minutes. Okay. Let's continue.
Way out the back door wrong, okay? Need y'all to stop that. Y'all stop putting stuff out there. First they had me dead, then they had me alive again, then they had me with this one, then they had me with that. Well, y'all make up your mind what you want me to be, what you want me to do.
What?
Come on.
What did she just say? Oh, but probably because she had some health issues. She's saying that it was already people announcing that she was dead. Is that what I just heard? Man, that's crazy.
I need for y'all to just chill, relax. Y'all see the atmosphere I'm in? This looks like a person who worried about that person or any other significant person you want me to be with. I understand. A lot of people just are not sure what I'm doing because I've been chilling. I've been just keeping it low key. But I have you to know I'm always being creative. I'm thinking, I'm working, I'm writing, I'm, doing something positive. I'm trying to always help, doing service work. I'm trying to give and give back. So y'all got my music right?
I'm trying to get it.
Okay. But there it is. So for the most part, I kind of just want you guys to know I'm never just sitting still. I'm always on the move. I'm always doing something. As my career has progressed, over the years, I've just learned so much about life and just endowing in so many areas that a lot of people just want to know just what it is I'm doing. One thing I can tell you for certain is I always keep my eye out for next, the new talent that's up and coming. And trust me, I see a lot. I mean, I have witnessed a lot of up and coming artists that are about to blow the lid off everything. But, yet again, I'm not done yet. I really am excited about, we're booking tours for this year and next year already. We have a tour that's scheduled to go out 2026 already. And I'm excited about that. 2025, we're just getting ready to hit the ground running. And for all the people that are not sure about what they want to do, people say, well, last time I saw she was sitting in the chair. Yes. I'm a human being. Sometimes my ankles hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurt. Sometimes I just want to.
Yeah, she just said it. Sometimes her ankles hurt, feet hurt, back hurt, man. For her to be doing all that work, that's real problematic. Especially if you don't get paid for it the way you should. I am going to go look at some of the footage from the actual accident. I know TMZ has released some. I'm going to have that pulled up because I'm just curious to how she was traveling with 9 people in the Sprinter van and she was the only one that passed. I'm not understanding that. So we need to really evaluate that. Again, for those just joining, I am just finding about the death of Angie Stone. So everything, I'm just reacting organically. I haven't got time to sit down, research the situation. But off break, it screams foul play and it screams sacrifice because she was exposing the industry. And so we're going to allow her to speak, and I'm going to pull up that footage for y'all. All right, let's go.
Sit down. There's nothing wrong with that. Now I see everybody pulling a chair up on stage and sitting there. Did I start something? I guess when you're a leader, people will follow. That part. So people are starting to follow now because it's okay You don't have to run across that stage for an hour and 30 minutes, just like a track star. They got people that do that for real. I'm past that part, baby. I want to be able to relax and just do my songs.
Yep.
You come to hear my songs, sit your butt down with me, and just enjoy it. You got it? Now, if I'm in a concert, if I'm in the audience and my boy Chris Brown, of course, gets on stage, I might run across the Coliseum here or the arena. I'll cut a sprint. That boy's bad. Okay? There's a lot of people just trying to, why they won't leave Chris Brown? They done got a challenge with residual. And I'm telling you, it's some people.
See, I would have to download this footage so we can scroll through and hear what she was saying. And I want the sister to let me know, is this the video that you were talking about? Is this the correct video? Just confirm that. But yeah, we'll see if she gets to it in the next 5 minutes, and then we'll go from there.
People putting their foot in that song. Can I ask y'all this? Why y'all let that man have his song? Leave his song alone. He done already made it a hit. Y'all want to make it a hit too.
So now y'all tell me. She says this is the wrong video. Okay, well, maybe what we could do is at a later time, maybe we'll do another stream and we'll react to it. Maybe we'll find a video and then do another stream. Like I said, I was doing some training today. I have not even been on social media. I just got the notification that Angie Stone, tragically lost her life. And she's been in those sororities, the fraternal order, and this is how it goes. And also she was trying to fight for her. Yep, she was trying to fight for her money. And this is how it goes. Shah says, repent from the divine 9 sororities and fraternities. Absolutely. It's time to repent. It's time to stop signing over your intellectual property, your residuals, your talent, your gifts to these vipers out here. The industry is just full of them. It's to the point where people can't trust their own management, can't trust nobody in the situations. So it's definitely a hornet's nest out there. And I will briefly pull up because we coming across some time restraints. I got some business I need to tend to. But here's the footage, the TMZ footage. It's a sad situation, man. I guess it's somebody just riding by because TMZ always get to it first. They always get to it first. It looks like a huge tractor trailer 18 with something's flipped over. I mean, yeah, that Sprinter van, no, that's the actual Sprinter van, and it's turned on its side. It's turned on its side. My question is, where are the other 9 people? Where are the other 9 people? Anyway, brothers and sisters, thank y'all. I want y'all to have a blessed evening. The industry's sick. It's a dark place. I got more material coming, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Shalom. Peace.